So I was first introduced to strength training when my youngest son was about 1 year old, and prior to that I was always into cardio. Cardio was quick and easy when you had so many children. I was a qualified personal trainer and I would train in the gym doing strength exercises, but I never followed a structured program. So after my fourth son, I lost 17 kilos, which was actually the second time in my life. Postnatal, I'd dropped body weight, like a big amount of body weight. And after getting the weight off, I was looking for a new challenge. And Simon suggested to me training to compete in powerlifting. And I giggled because the only powerlifters that I knew, besides a couple of really strong girls, were like big men. So I just giggled at the fact. But I was at the point with 4 little children under 6 years old where it was either sink or swim. And I loved the feeling of what the little gains I had made with feeling strong gave me. And we're talking like 25 kilos on the bench press, I think 70 kilo squats, which I was stoked with because it was just above my body weight. 70 kilos made me feel like a triple. I thought I was superwoman. And so powerlifting was my swim. So strength training was my swim. So it just taught me to show up. It taught me to follow a program. I knew I had to get 3 to 4 sessions in every week. I loved the learning process after being home with children for so many years and just teaching a bit of group fitness. The learning process of something new and following and learning technique and how to warm up, and the way Simon coaches, like he's just such a meticulous coach with the way he caters explaining to how an individual learns. So for me at that time, that learning process was just so exciting. And I became a referee, like within the first competition that I actually competed in. And I found that really intimidating. I didn't know enough about the rules of the sport. So I backed off that for a couple of years. And then once I became more into coaching others, then I was happy to sort of referee a bit more again then. In 2017, we were learning more about powerlifting, and then became a qualified powerlifting referee. And what I had to learn then was it was a completely different sport. So there were similarities, as in a barbell and Eleco equipment and a bench press, but it was a completely different sport. So you had to take off anything you'd learned in powerlifting and relearn a new sport for parapowerlifting. That challenge was huge, and the technicalities of parapowerlifting a lot. And I honestly thought that I would never have those rules sink in my head. But over time, with more experience, it's just become another sport to sort of add to the experience of. So yeah, that was really, really cool too. And I'm still learning all the time with parapowerlifting and with powerlifting.